The Alec Murdaugh saga continues. His defense attorney returning to work as a South Carolina state senator this week. One of the first things on his agenda, speaking to his colleagues about some of the hostile messages he received and Murdaugh's recent guilty verdict.
I mean, look, it's a 6-week process. We'd object, they'd object, he'd rule for us, rule against us. Now, are you asking me, do I think he made legal errors? Obviously. I mean, we're going to appeal. Does that mean I'm right? No. There's 5 folks across the street that'll make that decision, and then there's, federal court. So the process is working.
Well, somebody else who's working, senior national correspondent Brian Anton, who covered this case from the beginning, every aspect of it, Brian. So Harpootlian returning to the Senate floor, mincing no words yesterday, basically just like he did in the courtroom. He was known for yelling at witnesses, certainly not really censoring himself in any way. Is this just par for the course for Harpootlian?
Yeah, I mean, he's a character. If you watch the trial, we knew going into it, he's a real character. I don't think a lot of people realize that he's an active state senator, which is just really interesting. He had to leave that job to do 6 weeks with the Murdaugh trial. But yeah, this is just par for the course. I found it sort of fascinating that it came up in the official chambers today during their hearing. Went on for about 20 minutes where they talked about the case. Other state Senate members had questions for him about how it went. And, it was interesting. Now back to life as normal for him, back as a state senator.
Well, another thing that he talked about on the Senate floor yesterday, Brian, was these so-called crime tourists. I believe he said, quote, get some help. That was Harpootlian's opinion. You were there, you were live, you were outside the courthouse, you were inside. Did you get the same sense that was how the people of South Carolina, of that town, that area, also felt?
Yeah, I mean, what I always find covering these stories is like 90% of the crime tourists or the, cyber sleuths are good people that are just interested in the cases. People would come out to watch court. Then you've got the 10% that are a little nutty. And he mentioned, they've gotten like 1,000 emails at his law firm, people upset with him defending Alec Murdaugh and that sort of thing. And that was another big part of what he talked about today, which is true. I mean, no matter how you feel about Murdaugh, he gets fair representation. I mean, That's just part of our system. That's the way it works. And some people, aren't a fan of that.
Yeah, certainly not. Yeah, he certainly did receive some interesting messages. You mentioned the fact that, he represented Murdaugh as well, and that continues. He still gets that fair representation because of Murdaugh, of course, has all of these financial crimes that he is still facing. Could what Harpootlian said yesterday in any way impact these cases moving forward? It's
possible. From my understanding, Harpootlian's going to continue to defend Murdaugh when it comes to the appeals that are moving forward, and they're going to be filing within the next couple of days that they officially want to appeal the murder conviction. Other lawyers will likely step in for the financial crimes. I mean, there's 99 of them in multiple counties around South Carolina. We're still trying to figure out where all the money's going to come from to pay all these lawyers because, Murdaugh claims that he doesn't have much money left. So really, it's going to be interesting. This is really just the beginning in many ways.
It is going to be interesting, and I'm very interested to know, where did all these millions of dollars? Where is the money?
Yeah, well, on Banfield the other night, we had an attorney on, connected to the case who was asking that, saying, he thinks there's hidden money somewhere because, the cash came in and there's, he didn't spend that much money on all these pain pills, which is what he says. Where
hundreds
is it
of years worth of
exactly.
pain pills. So maybe we'll learn some more as these cases proceed in the court system. Brian Anton, as always, we thank you. And a reminder for you, Brian Anton filling in on Ashley Banfield all week. You can catch him hosting Banfield tonight. It is at 10 o'clock. Eastern. Thank you as always, Brian.
Thanks, Nichole.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.